In just 8 minutes, get the key insights from the Bulwark podcast featuring Kara Swisher and Sarah Longwell. Recorded on February 22nd, 2025, this conversation unpacks Elon Musk's power, his alliance with Trump, his influence over AI, and his real motives. Stay till the end. You might rethink what you know about Musk. Here are the key takeaways from the podcast. Takeaway 1. Elon Musk sees himself as the main character. Elon Musk thinks of life like a giant video game where he is the hero and everyone else is just a background character. This includes politicians, the media, and even other billionaires. His approach to business and politics reflects this mindset. He does not follow the usual rules, and instead, he breaks things and rebuilds them in his own way. For example, when he took over Twitter, he did not carefully analyze which employees were valuable and which were not. He just fired most of them in one big move and then reshaped the company as he saw fit. Some see this as bold leadership, while others see it as reckless. Do you think this mindset makes Musk a great innovator or a dangerous disruptor? Let us know in the comments. Now let's move to the next takeaway. Takeaway 2. Musk and Silicon Valley shifted to the right for self-interest. For years, people assumed Silicon Valley was politically liberal, mostly because tech billionaires donated to Democratic candidates. But in reality, most of them were not very political at all. They just wanted the government to leave them alone. When Trump offered tax cuts, fewer regulations, and less government interference, some of them, including Musk, started leaning toward the right. For example, during the COVID-19 pandemic, Musk strongly opposed government restrictions that shut down Tesla factories. He believed these regulations were unnecessary and harmful to business. This was one of the turning points where he started seeing the government as a problem rather than a partner. Now let's move to the next takeaway. Takeaway 3. Musk enjoys chaos and confrontation. Most people try to avoid conflict, but Musk seems to thrive on it. He constantly picks fights on social media, makes controversial statements, and even seems to enjoy the backlash he gets. Instead of apologizing or backing down, he doubles down on his views. For example, after taking over Twitter, he changed his display name to silly things like hairy balls, forcing serious news anchors to say ridiculous things on air. He finds it amusing to troll people, and his fans love him for it. However, his critics argue that this behavior is immature for someone with so much power. Now let's move to the next takeaway. Takeaway 4. People see Musk as an unstoppable force. Many people admire Musk because they see him as someone who makes things happen, no matter what obstacles are in his way. They believe he is a visionary who is pushing humanity forward with electric cars, space travel, artificial intelligence, and even brain-computer interfaces. For example, one voter in the podcast said they had invested in Musk's companies because he gets things done. Even people who dislike him admit that he moves fast and achieves results. This makes him very appealing to voters who are frustrated with slow-moving governments and inefficient bureaucracies. Do you think Musk's ability to move fast is what makes him great, or do you think it leads to reckless decisions? Let us know in the comments. Now let's move to the next takeaway. Takeaway 5. Musk's wealth makes people suspicious. While some people admire Musk for his success, others worry that he is using his power to serve his own interests rather than the public good. They question why he is so involved in politics and what he is really trying to gain. For example, Musk's companies like Tesla and SpaceX have received billions in government subsidies over the years. One voter pointed out that Musk might be supporting Trump not because he believes in him, but because he wants to ensure that these subsidies continue. In other words, he might be more interested in protecting his own financial empire than in helping the country. We're halfway through the video. Thank you for sticking with us this far. If you're enjoying it, please give us a thumbs up and share it in your WhatsApp groups. We'd love to hear your thoughts, so feel free to comment below. To see more videos like this, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Now let's continue with the video. Takeaway 6. Musk is a political heat shield for Trump. Trump has realized that having Musk on his side is useful. Musk grabs attention and stirs controversy, which helps distract from Trump's own problems. Even when Musk makes extreme statements, Trump does not seem to mind. For example, while the media focuses on Musk's Twitter fights or AI projects, Trump quietly benefits by avoiding scrutiny. This allows him to focus on his political strategy while Musk takes the heat. Now let's move to the next takeaway. Takeaway 7. Musk's power makes some voters uneasy. Some voters feel that Musk's influence has gone too far. They worry that billionaires like him are gaining too much control over government functions without being elected. For example, one voter compared today's billionaires to feudal lords, saying they have enough money to buy entire countries. Another worried that Musk has too much influence over AI, space exploration, and even military contracts. Now let's move to the next takeaway. Takeaway 8. Musk is using government data for AI development. One of Musk's main interests in politics is access to government data. AI companies need massive amounts of data to improve their models, and the US government has one of the largest data collections in the world. For example, the government's records on everything from agriculture to labor markets are highly valuable. Some believe Musk wants to integrate this data into his AI systems to give himself a competitive advantage over other tech companies. Now let's move to the next takeaway. Takeaway 9. Musk and Trump are an uneasy alliance. While Musk and Trump are working together for now, some believe their egos could eventually clash. They are both dominant personalities who like to be in control, which could lead to a power struggle. For example, Trump usually does not like sharing the spotlight, but he is currently tolerating Musk's high profile. The big question is whether Musk will eventually outshine Trump, or if Trump will turn against him when it suits his agenda. Now let's move to the last takeaway. Takeaway 10. Musk's vision for the future is extreme. Musk is not just thinking about business or politics. He has an almost sci-fi level vision for the future. He wants to colonize Mars, create brain-chip interfaces, and accelerate AI development. Some voters find this exciting, while others find it terrifying. For example, one voter was fascinated that humans already have computer chips implanted in their brains, something that seemed impossible just a decade ago. Another voter, however, worried that Musk's obsession with these technologies means he does not care about Earth's problems. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this summary of the Bulwark podcast with Kara Swisher informative. If you're interested in learning more about these topics, I encourage you to watch the full podcast on YouTube by clicking on the link in the description below. If you enjoyed watching this video, please leave a like below and share this video in your WhatsApp groups. You can also discuss about this video by commenting below. To get more such videos in your timeline, press the subscribe button below.